Hi, this is Tina with Cafe Crop, and we're here today to put together a coffee card, which can be done, in this case we're doing it with some squirrels, but we've also made a few different variations of it so it's easily adapted to any occasion or time of year. This one has some more Christmassy colors with the red and green with a snowman, and they all have a fun surprise inside. So there's a snowman in here. We have another squirrel in this one, and we did put a snowman in here. Actually stamped this one with a thanks a latte, so you could make it into any type of card. We're going to do the background today with an embossing folder that's wood grain, since this went with the theme of the papers. But if you can tell on both of these cards, we used a snowflake embossing folder. So you can definitely adapt this one to any type of occasion. Let's get started. So those are our measurements. We're going to start with a card base that's A2. We're using craft. We have a background piece that's 4 by 5 1/4, so it's just slightly smaller. We have 3 pieces for banners, so you can look at your scraps or look at whatever papers you might have in your collection that go together. These all came from the same collection, so that worked out perfect. And this paper happened to have one size of squirrel on one side and a larger size on the other, so that worked out perfect as well. Same with the snowmen we showed earlier. They just were from different parts of the paper. What we used to cut the coffee cup and the lid, and to get our template to make the piece that goes on the coffee cup here, this is actually a piece of corrugated cardboard, or if you have a wrapper that goes around a hot drink from your favorite coffee shop, you may be able to even just cut that up. Or if you have a corrugator, Fiskars has one, I'm sure there's others that have them as well, where you can actually put a piece of paper through it and it comes out all corrugated looking. That would work as well. You can even buy corrugated paper in pads at some places, and some companies sell them. So this is a really cool embossing folder that also cuts at the same time. This is the packaging on it. It was an impress list. It's called Thanks a Latte, and it comes with some dies that also cut out Thanks a Latte and a bunch of different little pieces that can be used to embellish your card, as well as the little pieces that can go along the top of the cup. Today we're actually just using the cutout part, and that's where we put the paper through to cut this piece out with the die. And then if you just take a smaller piece of white and stick it in the top section here and cut that out, then you can just trim manually or by hand across here to get that lid as well. And to make a template from this part, if you just put a piece of scrap through, and when it comes out, trim it to this size, then you can just trace that on top of your corrugated paper, like on the back, in order to cut it out. So those are the pieces that we will need today, as well as the embossing folder of your choice. And today we're using this one, which is a wood grain embossing folder. And Sizzix has a variety of different wood grain ones available, so you can pick your favorite. So let's get started. So we're going to take our card base and start with that. We're going to have, I've already gone through and embossed this piece with the wood grain embossing. And now I'm going to show you a quick way to do the banners so that you don't end up cutting and ending up with a really short piece instead of the long piece you intended. The beauty of this trick is that you don't have to measure anything, you don't have to trace, you don't have to fold your paper. All we're going to do is eyeball and find the middle of our paper, and we're going to cut a slit right up the middle to wherever we want the banner to go to. So I'm going to cut to right there. Now I'm just going to cut from my corner here to that point that I cut my slit up to. So bingo, perfect triangle comes out, and then I just cut from this side up to that center point, and I have my banner. I haven't had to go back and forth. I haven't had to worry about the sizing. It's all taken care of. And I'm just going to grab my Vintage Photo Distress ink and ink around the corners and edges of this. This is Inking is always optional, but it does give your card an extra little pop. And we'll put some adhesive on this. And I'm going to start actually with my larger banner piece. And this one is going to go straight across my page. And these we had cut to 4 inches here. So this is the 1.5 by 4 piece that we're using. Then I'm going to take the one that I just bannered, and I pre-bannered the others. And I'm going to put this at an angle, and I'm not going to worry about the fact that this is going to hang over for the moment. That's okay. I'll take my third one and lay that, so you can layer it as much or as little as you want. Then when I have this the way I want it, I'm just going to turn my card over, being careful not to cut on my fold because I don't want my card to become a card front. And voila, banners are perfectly aligned with the edge. I can now take my coffee cup cutout, and we're just going to build the layers on here. So I'm going to take the white, and I have inked around these already just to make it faster, but that again is up to you. I'm going to take my piece of corrugated cardboard that we just traced out from cutting a sample. I've taken the 2 layers of circles, layered them, just put a pop dot on the back, and going to stick that right on there. And then we're just going to use a couple pop dots, and I like using the ones from Scrapbook Adhesives. They come in thick and thin. These happen to be their thin pop dots, so we'll give it a little bit of lift without being too much. Layer that right on top there. Then we're going to open this up, and I've already layered my squirrel on top of the circle. Pop that right in the corner, and my card is all done. So there you have it. And remember, you can do this in multiple ways with multiple colors, designs. Choose any kind of embellishment that you want that fits your theme. Thanks for watching today. This is Tina with Cafe Crop. Please click the link below to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you again next time.